Welcome to Loving God and Loving Life in Revelation chapter 3. The theme is the remaining three churches are addressed and corrected. Jesus has some things, these people, these churches, when you hear churches, don't think in organizations, it's people, individuals, that they were doing well, things that they needed correction on. And here in the third chapter, notice, here's just the key phrase. Verses 15 through 17, Jesus says to them, I know all the things that you do, that you're neither hot nor cold. I wish that you were one or the other. But since you are lukewarm, like lukewarm water, neither hot or cold, I'm going to spit you out of my mouth. Well, you've probably heard that before. Jesus, he wants us hot or cold. He doesn't want lukewarm. That's a phrase we've learned and heard in the past. He wants your faith hot. So true. But how do you know? Notice the very next verse. Just stick with the scripture. Notice the very next words Jesus says. He's referring now. Jesus is saying, here's what talking to the people, saying, here's what you are saying. So if we catch ourselves saying this, we know we're lukewarm. Jesus says, you say, I'm rich. I have everything I want. I don't need a thing. Now, that's the goal of people in this world. That's the world's goal. Just to get to a spot where I'm self-sufficient. I don't need a thing. I'm on top. Everybody envies me. Jesus says, that's your problem. That's what you think. You think you're in a spot where you are all set. You don't need a thing. When the fact is, he goes on to say that you don't realize that you're wretched, miserable, poor, blind, and naked. Wow! Ooh. Friends, do we want to know Jesus' honest evaluation of us, or do we want to live in our illusions? I want to know. I want to know. I don't want to chase. See, the world chases that place. It always chases up. The world and the devil's going to try to get you to chase your own selfish interests, and you're going to always be chasing that place where I don't need a thing. The fact is, if we're seeing reality, I am desperate. Jesus, I am so desperate for you. I need your grace today. I'm going to fall flat on my face. I'm going to make a mess if I don't have your grace today, if I don't have your strength today, your love, your joy, your passion, your energy, your life. Jesus, I need you today. I am desperate. Friends, that's not just preaching. That is how I feel. I'm desperate. I hope you feel that way. He goes on in the chapter and says, to him who overcomes, he ends that with that message to every church. To him who overcomes, and then he gives some promise of what he's going to do. But that same message, to him who overcomes, you have challenges in your face. You have things that tempt you to not serve God, tempt you to live for yourself. That I don't need a thing lifestyle. You got to overcome that. You've got to overcome. We all do. We're going to overcome the love of money. We're going to overcome greed and pride and lust and selfishness. We're going to overcome that. To him who overcomes, man, there's blessing. Let's be the overcomers. Number one way you overcome is share God's love with this world. Make that your focus. God, today, send us one person today to share your love with. Friends, let's never forget it. It's loving God that ends with a life that we love to live.